Yes, you join me now on the bridge just above what can only be described as an horrific crash, which the emergency services...
While there were multiple vehicles involved or affected by the incident, we're going to focus on two drivers, Gina and Slobodan. Gina works for a vending machine supplier. She's on the road more often than not. Her manager expects her to take business calls while she's driving. Slobodan works as a facilities technician. He covers multiple sites nationwide. He likes to do everything himself, so regularly dashes from site to site. Coincidentally, Slobodan's company uses vending machines supplied by Gina's company. How the incident unfolded. The police determined that Gina drifted across her lane, overcorrected, then lost control, ending up in lane 4 of the motorway. Her loss of control was attributed to her being distracted by an incoming business call from her manager. Telematics in Slobodan's vehicle records him travelling at 80 miles an hour in the moments before the crash. He was unable to slow to avoid colliding with Gina's swerving car. He continued onwards after the initial impact, hitting a lorry further up the road. The incident left Gina with light injuries, resulting in a couple of weeks off work. Identified by the police using her phone illegally at the time of the collision, she received 6 points and a driving ban due to totting up. Gina is still working for the vending machine company and hopes to be back on the road once her ban is served. Slobodan suffered life-changing injuries in the incident. Despite ongoing rehabilitation, he's been medically retired by his company, and it's likely he will struggle to make ends meet. Slobodan's injuries were made worse by both his unsafe speed and unsecured equipment in the back of his van. Neither Gina's or Slobodan's employer had a robust driving for work policy. Repercussions. Aside from the physical, mental and financial impacts on the drivers involved, there were far-reaching consequences for their employers.
From a chief executive standpoint, an incident like this has major repercussions across the business. From the emotional impacts on colleagues to potential disciplinary action or even criminal proceedings that I could face. It's likely that damage has been done to our reputation, both for our customers and our suppliers, with the inevitable financial implications that brings. And what happens next? Will the HSE get involved? Will the police charge the driver? Someone who works here? Me? The incident was very serious and someone could have died. I need to ask myself and my entire business if we could have prevented this. Did we make mistakes? Did I make mistakes? And what must we all do to prevent it happening again? I need to show leadership.
As an operational manager, my first thoughts, of course, are with the people directly involved. An incident like this leads me to ask questions of myself and my team that I need to be sure about. Are the drivers well trained and practicing the right behaviours? Are their schedules reasonable? Were and are our vehicles roadworthy? Are the MOTs and servicing up to date? Have I got the evidence to back this up? I need to be confident all my records are in order. Am I doing my job properly?
The incident has certainly raised some issues and questions for me as health and safety manager. Beyond investigating what happened, I need to ensure that the relevant responsibilities sit with the right people or teams and they know what to do. I'll need to review our driving for work policy, if we have one, our processes too. How is this not RID or reportable? When something happens, is it even being reported? What about our near misses? We must treat our driving risk as seriously as we do other risks in our business and investigate properly. I make regular recommendations to the board. I need to be confident they're being acted on.
As a HR manager, I'm concerned about our people. How are they? Do they need support? And their colleagues too. It's very upsetting for all of us, and of course their families. Because of this crash, I've got key people off the road, and no doubt I'll need to recruit cover or move people around. There'll be a cost to this, and I just haven't got the budget. I think we've got the correct policies and procedures in place, but whose responsibility is it to check they were being followed in the lead up to the incident? Is it mine? I need to be confident everybody understands their responsibilities.
The finance and procurement team are always under pressure, and we're strapped for cash. The cost of this incident could escalate quickly. We talk about safety being our priority. Can we afford to put our money where our mouth is? There's a vehicle to replace quickly. I don't know where that money's coming from. Do we buy cheapest or buy safest? If we're to blame in some way, there might be a compensation claim or a fine coming our way. I need to be confident we are a demanding client and our suppliers take road safety as seriously as we do.
It's been a trying time since the incident for us in comms and marketing. The phones and the email have been blowing up. We're a national company, a household name, and we employ a large number of people. So the press were all over the story, and our logo and name have been cast in a very poor light in the media. We're working tirelessly to minimise the damage and assure the general public, our customers, suppliers, and importantly, our employees that lessons are being learnt and change for the better is underway.
What if we changed one behaviour for each driver? If Gina had not felt obliged to answer the business call, it's likely she would have been paying more attention to her driving and the road ahead. She wouldn't have drifted across her lane and lost control of her vehicle. If Slobodan had been driving at a safe speed, he'd have had more time to react. Any impact would have been less severe, resulting in less severe injuries, and a reduced number of vehicles being caught up by the incident further along the road. What next? Both companies investigate the incident and identify gaps, including the lack of a robust driving for work policy, not properly managing driving risk as a health and safety issue, the importance of driver roadworthiness as well as vehicle roadworthiness, and Slobodan's organisation failing to manage safety of their suppliers and contractors. In the aftermath of the incident, both Gina's and Slobodan's companies recognised the need for change, their responsibilities, and their power to influence not only their own workforce, but that of their suppliers and contractors.
We've learned a hell of a lot from this awful incident.
We've learned a lot about our failings and taken steps to address them.
We're confident we're in a better place now.
But how confident are you?
How confident are you that you have the right road risk management policies in place?
How confident are you that your road risk management processes and systems report to the board?
How confident are you that your incidents on the road are properly reported, recorded, and investigated?
How confident are you that weaknesses in your road risk management are identified and addressed?
If you had to do just one thing, what would you do?